today I have a first impression slash demo for you. I really have been wanting to try the Benefit 15-hour primer, and I hear really good things about it. I've seen some of these demos, and I really wanted to see how I liked it, and for my particular skin type. You guys might already know that my skin is very dry. I've got like dry patches, I've got blemishes, and I'm curious to see how it will last on my skin and with my foundation that I use. And generally I use this Makeup Forever HD foundation. So I am going to be using this with it because I know how the Makeup Forever foundation works. I know when it wears off. I know how it looks as I go throughout the day. So I figure let's eliminate some variables there. And this primer is supposed to be, says it's like a long-wearing makeup magnet, which I think magnet is like the most annoying word ever. It's obviously not a magnet, but I guess it's more appealing than like adhesive. On the box it says it's an instant prolonged primer and it acts like a magnet to lock in your foundation for 15 fresh and flawless hours. And on the side it just has results from a sort of survey that they did.
94% said it helped foundation last longer, 97% said they saw an improvement in the look of skin complexion, which I'm hoping for, 94% said it increased foundation coverage, and 97% said it enhanced foundation's performance.
So it sounds very appealing to me. I love the fact that it could possibly increase the foundation's coverage without adding more product. I mean, you are adding more product, you're adding the primer, but more foundation is what I mean. So I'm really curious to see what this is like, and I do plan on checking back in with you guys as the day progresses so you can see how it's wearing and how everything is looking. So let's just go ahead and get started with this. Okay, so it just comes in this little glue stick tube with a little cap on the top. And I'll probably keep this. I don't know. I'm sure it does something to preserve it. So, and the box says you're supposed to work very, very quickly. So I'm going to get everything set up first. And I'm going to do one section of my face at a time. So I'm just going to take a pump of my foundation. I'm going to do 2 pumps just in case. On the back of my hand, I am using a flat kabuki brush. This one is by Sigma, and that's just my preferred way of applying my foundation, so I'm going to see if this works well with this brush. So I'm going to start by applying this to this side of my face. It feels smooth. I'm just going to buff in my foundation. And it's interesting because this one they want you to do it right away instead of letting your primer sit there for a couple minutes like you usually want to. So it can sort of blend together with your foundation and create one sort of product together. I'm not really noticing an increase in coverage, like it said. I could probably go back and I still need to conceal for sure, but that looks to be the same. I'm just trying to work very quickly. Oh my gosh, it just got really bright outside. Hold on. There, that might be a little better. Sorry to blind you. Alright, now my forehead. And this is actually the first spot. Here on like my upper lip are the first spots where my foundation starts to get a little wonky. So, because I do have fine lines in my forehead. Well, I don't think they're that fine, but you know. And my upper lip is just whatever. It's just like weird. I'm also going to put a little of my under eye concealer on now. I'm just going to be applying that with a tapered kabuki, and this is my MAC Pro Longwear. And this is what I wear all the time. I also know how this wears throughout the day, which it barely wears off at all, but I just want to use the normal makeup that I will wear on a day-to-day basis when I am using foundations, so I have something to compare it to, you know what I mean? And now I'm just going to use a little bit of cream concealer on my blemishes, which I have a nasty one that's almost gone right here. Alright, so my foundation and concealer are on, and I'm going to come right back in a couple minutes when the rest of my makeup is done. Alright guys, so the rest of my makeup is on. I made sure to use like a highlighter, blush, and a little bit of bronzer just so we can kind of get a feel for how long everything lasts with this primer, and I'm definitely going to be checking back periodically. Right now it is, let's see, 12:31. So I'm getting off to a little bit of a late start, but hopefully I'm going to try to do this for about 10 hours. I don't think I'm going to be able to wear it for the full 15, and I don't foresee myself ever having to wear foundation for 15 hours. So I'm going to do it for about 10 and check back in with you guys, either taking pictures or video depending on where I am in that moment. I've got a bunch of errands to do, I've got stuff at home to do, homework, and running around. It's actually kind of a perfect day for this because it's really hot and muggy outside, so I'm interested to see how everything holds up through the elements out there today. It's looking a little icky. So far as of right now, I mean, it's only been about a half hour, and it feels pretty good, actually. I expected it to be a little bit more uncomfortable than it is. It isn't as comfortable as it normally is with this foundation. I really like this foundation because it's like a thinner consistency and it really buffs into the skin very well, and I don't really feel it. Doesn't feel like I'm wearing something on my face, and I definitely feel makeup on my face right now. So that's definitely a downside, but if you are trying to make your makeup last all day, you're probably going to need to use something that you're going to feel. Something a little bit more heavy duty, whether it be a more long-lasting foundation or this primer or something like that. So keep that in mind, definitely, if you're looking for something like this or interested in this. It is not like invisible. You are going to feel it on your face. I feel it on my face right now. So yeah, I will let you know how I feel as the day goes on, and if it gets better or worse or what is happening. So I will check back in with you guys in a few hours. Alright guys, so it is 3:30. I've had this on for a little over 3 hours now, and we are looking pretty good. You can still see that my highlight and my blush and bronzer are still there, and nothing has caked up or creased or anything. It is all in place, and I'm so excited so far. And I'm not even really, oh, do you see how bright the sun got? I'm not even really noticing it anymore, how heavy it felt at first. Probably just getting used to it, but so I'm really happy so far, and I will see you guys in a few more hours. Alright guys, it is 9:07. I have made it about 9 hours with this primer, and look at how great my foundation still looks. I have had no touch-ups whatsoever. Literally nothing. Nothing at all. My blush is still there a little bit. My highlight is there for sure. My under eye concealer is there. Even my blemish concealer is still intact, which I actually didn't really expect, but I suppose it makes sense. You know, if your foundation isn't moving, why would your concealer be moving around? The only thing that I really see is it did crease in this line here a little bit. My foundation did, but to be totally honest, if that's the only bad thing that I'm getting from this, then I will take it. So I am sold. I love this. I am really happy with my purchase, and I can definitely see myself using this. I am so excited. So I definitely recommend this. I think it's amazing. Makes my foundation last a very long time, makes it look very pretty, minimal touch-ups throughout the day, so you're not adding more and more and more product to your face if you need your makeup to look fresh and nice. So that is a definite plus. The only real negative that I see is the application process, how you have to work so quickly and do it area by area, and you know, it's a little bit annoying, so I definitely don't think it's something that you're gonna want to use every day. If you do, hey, that's all you. Go for it. But for me, most of the time, I'm just kind of like a do this shit as quick as I can kind of girl. So I definitely wouldn't use it every day, but if you do wear your makeup for a really long time every day and you're looking for a primer that really performs and will keep your makeup in place, definitely recommend that. Another con I would probably say is how it feels on your skin. It didn't bother me too bad, but I do know that people do get irritated with the feeling of foundation on your skin, and this definitely made my most lightweight foundation feel like a heavier foundation. So if that bothers you, that's going to bother you with this primer. So definitely keep that in mind. Other than that, I'm in love. I can definitely put this to good use, and I am really excited to use it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps you, and I will see you next time. Bye!